Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Rachel Chamness at Soundwaves Heal. Welcome today to Universal Spiritualism, Find Me a Medium. I am Rachel Chamness at soundwavesheal.com. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. If you can see at the bottom, I am live in 5 places. So if you see me like putting people on and you don't see them in your comments, that is why. I will get to probably everyone who's here now and who's here for the next 30 minutes, most likely. The best thing to do is just periodically keep posting because there's so many people on in different places, and I can only see about 5 or 6 comments at a time. So I would appreciate if you did that. Now, what we do in these lives every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, is that I go through a few cards from my deck. This is my deck, Elemental Magic and Manifestation. This is a Fae and Elemental Oracle deck that is meant for not just beginners, but advanced healers and oracles as well, channels. So let me just show you how it works a little bit. We're going to do, hey, Yvette. Hey, everybody. I'm just going to show you a few of the cards. It is a nice beginning, isn't it? That's the Universal Spiritualism one. Okay, so this is one card that has Kendall, a mermaid. You can see she's wearing a Merkaba necklace, and I think she's an Atlantean mermaid from what I remember. Yes. So I'm going to read you from the book. So my booklet is really helpful. If you're a beginner, it'll tell you how to read cards. And if you're advanced, it will show you, it'll give you a few tips on these beings who are willing to come forward to be channeled. So that's what I do is I help people channel beings of light in all dimensions and help people heal in higher dimensions as well. So of course my deck does that. Hi everyone. I see you all. I'll be doing cards in just a second. So I'm going to read from the booklet, and these cards are very easy to read. They're not cryptic. You can learn them very easily. You don't have to use the booklet. The booklet's great if it's a card for you. For instance, you're going to pull a card for yourself, then it's a card for you. So, yeah, this is Kindle the Mermaid, and there's 37 different elementals, and the first paragraph is about this elemental so that you can also kind of learn about them in here. Mermaids are a very diverse group of elementals. There are so many different kinds. Many are from Atlantis, like this one. Perhaps you were a mermaid there as well, as was I. They want to help us have emotional freedom and let our emotions flow into a positive state by releasing all that is not serving us. And then there's a channel that I channeled from Kindle. Where are you not receiving or allowing? It is time to release all blocks to receiving. The universe cannot bring you gifts in abundance if you refuse what is offered to you. If you are working from an old story of unworthiness, then you may be blocking all that you wish to come to you in this world. Healing and self-reflection is in order, as well as a more consistent place of gratitude. Okay? So if you get this, it's really about like, where are you blocking receiving? So if you get this card today, someone will, then you'll hear all about it. Okay, now I have one more that I want to show you. This is one of my favorite cards because this card really shows how, I channeled these cards and I made them, but then once I started using them, especially in these lives, really, then I really learned a lot more about them. So if you own my cards and they are on sale, they're on sale on Amazon in the USA or on my website with the QR code there, soundwavesheal.com. If you use them, you should come to these lives because I'm using them and you'll see all the different ways. So this one really had some surprising messages as I started to use them. So maybe that'll happen today. So this one says, where do you find gnomes? Around ley lines, ancient sites, even in your own garden. Garden gnomes are proud beings who take care to help you and all creatures in your space. They work closely with nature fae, a type of fae spirit in small nature dwellings, such as mushrooms, acorns, blades of grass, and wildflowers. Gimpsys has a channel, of course. Reevaluate a situation which has come up for you. There's something that you are missing that requires a deeper look. Allow yourself to feel the situation deeply by going into your heart in a quiet moment and asking for the true answer. Don't take action right away, but let this idea settle into your consciousness so that you fully understand it. Okay? All right, now I'm going to read the first 5 people who were here that I can see at the top. Remember, I'm live in 5 places, and then I'm going to go to the most recent because otherwise I just get lost. There's so many comments. So Kathy Barker is here. You said it's a beautiful day there. It's a beautiful day here. How far away do you live from me? I live in Tennessee, and it's beautiful outside, and it was snowing yesterday, like hard. Was that yesterday or the day before? It was like crazy snowing. I think it was the day before. Okay, Kathy, look what you got. See, you got reevaluate. Gim says the garden gnome. I actually get that this is about you. Reevaluate how you're seeing yourself. I kind of feel like you might be feeling a little bit stuck with some of the new things that you've learned, or like some new technique that you're using and you're feeling a little stuck with it, like that it's not really working the way that you think it should, or that you're not feeling it in the right way, or what. And they're saying reevaluate how you're looking at that. They're actually saying, Kathy, that it's really more about that you are expecting it to be a certain way and it's different for you. So this actually reminds me a lot of how people see clairvoyance. Many people come to me and say that, oh, I can't take your channeling class because, I can't see anything, which is totally not necessary for channeling. I teach channeling to people who can't see and don't have clairvoyance. You don't need that at all. And you guys can find that out by coming to my beginners channeling class this weekend if you want, which is on my site. And we're meeting and channeling an abundance guide this weekend on Sunday. But, people think that clairvoyance has to be like where you see a movie or you're like seeing this being in front of you, and it's not like that. I don't always see them so very clearly. Sometimes just an outline, sometimes just a glimpse. I mean, it's very, very interesting. And then people come to me with clairvoyance all the time thinking they don't have it. So, and of course you can build your clairs too. You can open your clairvoyance. I help people with that all the time. So I get reevaluate how you're kind of, not giving up, but judging yourself or thinking that something's not working with your psychic clairs or with your healing work, but it actually is. You're just not looking at it in the right way. So reevaluate how you look at it. Joanne, you got soul family. Your soul family is all around. They're saying, okay, let me get into this. Now, I know you have a big soul family in my monthly membership, Tag Lightworkers, that you're a part of, and you've been in it a long time. You're definitely part of my soul family. Okay, so Cleetums is saying that, it's actually talking about romance, that there's like romance in your future. It's a soul and it's soul family. So I don't know if this is like, the one or anything like that, but this is definitely like someone you might date who is your soul family, and whether or not it works out, you'll always be friends or you'll always be grateful for the time you have together. Isn't that interesting? Now, of course, you guys know a future prediction isn't always, timelines can change, but it actually feels really good. It feels like it's in a lot of your timelines. So it feels really good, Joanne. Yay. You know what? I was rushing around right before this and I forgot to do something. Let me just do this real quick where I just reenact. Of course, they are reenacted already, but just reinforcing, I should say, the psychic boundaries here for everyone who's watching and everyone who comes, and from me to you to me, you to each other. So reinforce, my angels say. Christina, I was just thinking about you. I have not seen you around lately, so it's nice to see you. You got the card yes with Philomaya saying that yes, just say yes to the universe. The universe, they actually say this, Christina, they say, the universe is saying yes to you. And so now you need to say yes. They just want you to say yes more often. It's like people, this week, like for a week, have you ever seen Yes Man, that movie? It's kind of like that. You're just going to say yes to everything in some way. And then you're just going to see where that takes you. It's like a little adventure, like on that movie. That's what they're showing me. So try that out and tell me what happens. Hi, Kim. It's great to see you. Another tag member. You got now Bert, the Vassal Giant. So this card is all about, it's time now to step, I'm getting a channel for you. It's time now to step into your desires and your path, your light path, for it's all beginning to come together. It's all beginning to walk forward with you, your guides and your angels and your helpers and the Fae as well. We are all here ready to walk the path with you. Okay, so what I'm getting is just like, which you've already done. I mean, you've already gone all in and you're, working on Reiki, light language, things like that. I actually saw a lot of light language in that when I was channeling that. So it's just all opening up, and you have a lot of helpers. They're walking with you. So they just don't want you, just don't put off the programs that you bought. They really want you to just like go for it, and you're going to love it. Okay, this is the 1, 2, 3, the fifth one that I'll go to whoever's posting right now. Joelle, good morning. I hope you got my message. Nice to see you. Joelle's in my tag trance class, learning trance channeling, and of course, she's been in tag lightworkers for a while. And she's a wonderful person. You got Share, Humboldt the Abundance Dragon. This is about sharing your gifts. This is specifically about the tag trance class and your trance channeling, your joy guide. And I saw your video. It was really good. And I know you said you're a little nervous about, posting your videos, trance channeling in the trance channeling group. Everybody, I'm not making her post it anywhere, but in the little group where we practice. And they're saying they want you to share more if you can. They want you to use some of these new gifts that you've learned this month to like make maybe a video. It doesn't have to be trance channeling, could just be relay channeling, which we also worked on, on your page or on a page or somewhere. Like just share a little bit more, share a message you've received. Even if it's a message for yourself that you feel is kind of perfect for everyone. Like this week, I received this message and I felt like it would apply to you all as well. They're just saying they want you to share your gifts a little bit and you're really going to feel good. Okay, Shauna's next, also in Tag Trance, also doing awesome, beautiful messages that you posted. I love them. You got Worthiness, Beesby the Selkie, saying that, oh, sorry, distraction. My phone's got like 100 messages on it. Sorry. Worthiness. Beesby says, you're still working on some worthiness of deserving. And so what's the answer there? We're all working on this, but let's be more specific, Faye. We can't just leave her with this. What would help Shauna the most? Okay. So one thing that's really actually going to help is this tag meditation that I'm working on for the Abundance Angels Month program that we're in. I'm working on that this week and it'll post next week. That's going to help, but they're really talking about how really getting to the root of deserving of finances and like, knowing that it's okay to make lots of money and it's okay to use that money for good, and that there's a lot of like layers in that. Did you get that Brad Yates manifestation abundance thing that I was talking about? Because he goes through all of this thing, and I think you did. And in that, you might want to think about that if you haven't, because he really hits on a lot of that stuff. And it feels really like there's like some stuff in there about you really feeling like, you don't need to have a lot of stuff. And like, you're not trying to be selfish by asking for more finances. And I know that you don't actually feel this, like, because we've talked about this stuff before, but it's like, it's deep, it's subconscious. And they really, really want you to like blast that out for good. And it'll make a big difference. Guys, my hair's bothering me. Do I not have just one little clip here that I can fix my hair? It's worse when you have to stare at yourself and I feel like my hair looks weird. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'll take that as a sign. Thank you. Okay, Sarah, you're next. You got Call for Clearing. So it's a little bit Diamond Light Dragon. You just need a little bit of a clearing and a deeper grounding. And I hate to leave you with this. I'm gonna give you a little burst, okay? But you could really do with a big long session from someone that you trust or work with. It doesn't have to be me. It can be one of your friends, a bard or something. But you could really use a deep healing. It'll make you feel better just because you are working on a new layer of yourself. Like you're really coming into a beautiful new version of yourself. So you just need a little help releasing what's past, okay? And also, did you know I'll be in town doing a sound bath with Carrie Mook in Baton Rouge on December 31st, if you want to come. Okay. That should help some, Sarah. So I hope that helps. Okay, now I want to make sure I get to you, Abiola, because I did not get to you last week, did I? You got synchronistic events. So things are really happening for you one by one. Like your guides are showing you all these things. And thank you guys for saying that my hair looks okay. One by one, your guides are showing me all these things that they are putting in your path to like show you that they're there. So it could be as simple as like seeing 111, or 222 or 333. It could be like people mentioning something to you over and over. It could be that you're getting strong feelings. But I kind of get that you're new to this, and your spirit guides are really trying very hard to talk to you, and it's really time to really talk to them. I don't know if you already have my spirit guide freebie here, but make sure you do. It's at soundwavesheal.com/spirit guides, and it'll teach you how to communicate with your guides, and it has a bunch of meditations, some advanced if they're advanced people here, that anyone can do. And then there's a unicorn attunement and all kinds of things, but basically, they're just saying they're giving you a lot of signs, and they're trying to show you that you're not alone, that they're there. So definitely, they want to communicate with you. So reach out to them, to your spirit guides, listen, hear their messages, realize that you're not making it up, that sort of thing. Ariana, you're so sweet. You got observe your thoughts. Tristan the Daisy Fairy just saying to you that, watch the feelings that you sit in too long, because we could all get triggered, and things like that happening this time of year especially can be stressful, but you need to really make sure that you don't sit in those feelings too long, because you'll just bring more of that to you. So if you have a problem with like getting super mad, I know I definitely have that problem. I got a lot of fire in my chart. Then when that happens, you need to go back and say, what triggered me? What's the emotion? What can I do to make sure that I can clear this and sit in a higher vibrational feeling? So what you want to do is not like ignore the feelings or try to push them aside, but try to find the root of it and release it, or do some simple exercise like, I'm feeling really mad, and that's okay. I just accept that I feel mad. That's it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just accepting I'm mad. I accept it, and that will loosen it. I'm feeling rage, and that's okay. I'm feeling rage. I accept that I'm feeling rage. I don't love it, but I accept it. And these sort of things loosen. There's a bunch of other ways to do it too, free on this shadow work blog post. I really, really recommend. I used to live in Long Beach, California, but I don't really make it out that way very often anymore. But I used to live in Baton Rouge, and I live in Tennessee now. Hi, Tina. You got release and go. It is time to release something, and you know what it is. They say you absolutely know what it is, and you've been thinking about it for a while. They're saying there's no better time than now to stop putting it off, because it's going to be easier to do it now than do it later. They're saying it's really time to release something that's no longer serving you, and get on with your life, even if it seems like a huge risk and you have no idea how it's going to go. Know that your guides and helpers are going to help you. They're going to stay with you. Your angels will help you. Ask your angels for help. Ask your Fae for help, and really just trust. It's going to be great. Whatever it is that you need to release. They say you know what it is. Hey, Krish. I was just, I think my latest podcast. So my latest podcast, is it up yet? I think so. Yeah, this week's podcast is the Fae and Elemental one, and I think you were on it. You had asked me a question, and I just edited it and posted it, and I thought of you because I think it was you, Krish, and you were on the. So you should have you listened to my latest podcast. It's a repeat, but I edited it so it's short. Okay, it's a repeat of one of my live in 5Ds, not a repeat of podcast. Okay, you got compassion. Lathrali, the true spirit, saying to try and soften a little bit for others. And, it's hard to watch people do things that you know better, but you have to remember that they're not where you are, and they can't see things in the way that you see them, and they're going through their life lessons in exactly the right way. And although it's frustrating to see other people do things that you're just like, why can't you see this is terrible? It's their path, and to just soften a little bit towards compassion towards them, and just really and just really have that compassion for them, because where it really comes from is where you don't have enough compassion for yourself too. So like forgiving yourself and really doing like those shadow work. I feel like I could just keep posting this over and over for the last few people, for everyone. This is a great blog post for everyone. The shadow work blog post, like, would really, really help you release what's no longer serving you and help you feel more compassion for people who are just really aggravating. And I totally get that. It's, they're aggravating, yeah, but it's like if we can only get to the place where we're like, you know what, that's their stuff and not mine, then it's such a healing place to get to. And I totally get that it's not easy or anything like that, like especially if it's family, but it'll help you greatly. Okay. Well, I think it really comes from you needing to forgive yourself and be more compassionate to yourself. That's what they're showing me. So I hope that helps. Hi, Lighthouse Dreamer. Oh, I like your name. You are safe. So Kel the Silver Fairy, these little tiny metallic fairies, are saying that you're safe to do whatever it is that you are wanting to do. It might feel scary. It might feel like you're going to jump off a cliff. It might feel like everyone's going to laugh at you. But the truth is you're totally safe. Your spirit guides, your angels, your fae, your helpers, they're all there waiting to help you, and they will. And so go ahead and take that leap of faith. It does pay off to take a leap of faith. Yeah. Hi, December. You got past life connection. Just pulled this for myself. So there's a past life connection that is messing you up in this life a little bit because it's got a trigger point, an emotion that needs to be cleared. I'm going to clear you for that right now, December. So your past life is... It's something to do about working. Do you have like a trigger about working? You feel like you work too hard for too little, maybe something truly American that we all feel, or, you know, well, anyway, that will help if it's been bothering you about work or work is really irritating you. But also treat yourself well and take a break if you need to. And yes, Lawana today is 12/12, is 12/12 portal, a lot of Christ light coming in, and Christ light is source light. It doesn't have anything to do with Christianity. Jesus of the Christ is what I would like to call Jesus, who is a prophet of source light, just like many others is how I look at it. And we're all one. Hope that doesn't offend anyone. So Lawana, yes, today's a nice portal day. Lots of light today, lots of beautiful light. So you got listen, Mudu the tall elf telling you to listen, listen, listen. We're talking to you. And they really, really, really want you to listen and hear what they're trying to tell you. They're saying that your clairaudience is opening up, but you need to recognize it and believe it. The more that you believe in what you get, like the more that's coming, like the more that you hear, see, feel, know, and that you say, hey, that's a message, and don't throw it out. I always tell my channeling students, don't throw anything out. Just take it and like, I'll see what this means later if I don't know now. And know that it's a message, and then you'll start to get more. Once you trust, they will give you more. Okay. Jennifer, you got set your sights higher. Where are you not honoring yourself in some ways, like taking something as, well, this is good enough. It's close enough. I mean, it's fine. It could be relationship. It could be like a place you live. It could be something that you're doing for yourself, or it could be something you're trying to manifest. And you're like, well, this is close enough. They're saying, no, set your sights higher. Get whatever it is that you need, and whatever it is that you want, you can absolutely bring forward for yourself. So please don't set your sights too low. Yes, beautiful Yeshua. That's what I like to call him too. Or Jesus of the Christ, Yeshua. Boo, boo, boo. I love to channel him. Okay, so Zara, you got make a decision. Whale King is what this Melius being told me his name was. So whales are types of elementals that are here on Earth. Make sure that you just make any decision and know that it will be right. And they all lead to the same path. You just learn things, like let's say you got two decisions here. This is the path, right? You take this decision and you may feel like it goes like this, like, oh, it's the wrong path. But then here is where you come back to the main path. And this decision might be the right path, puts you right on the path. But then later you get to that same learning, that same decision. Does that make sense? So it's like either way, you're going to end up on the same path. Your path is exactly where you're supposed to be. So just make any decision, and that's going to help you a lot. Oh, hi, Shireen. All right, everyone keep posting so I can see you and I'll give you a card. If you haven't posted in a while, I see a lot. I'm live in a bunch of places, so I see a lot at once. Hi, Shireen, you got trust and patience. Finally, the servitor, saying that just trust in yourself and your gifts a little bit more. Do a little more practice. They're specifically showing me your Reiki, your psychic Reiki healing, and like to just practice a little bit more and trust in the messages and everything that you're receiving, and it's going to grow a lot more. It's very similar to what I said to someone just now. That's going to be very good for you. Okay, so just if you're kind of gotten out of the practice of practicing, then practice of practicing. then do some Reiki on yourself and just like, let's work with it a little bit more and see what happens. Judy, thank you so much for saying that. That's wonderful. You got courage, Mattel the Griffin. Another card to remind you to just have courage, take a leap, do the thing that you are thinking about doing but feels scary. They specifically show me you posting something, some message or something that's coming through for you. Maybe it's one of the Fae that you channel, but it's like there's something coming through. They want you to post it and just take a leap of faith, and it's going to lead to something good for you. Patrick, hi, you got the card that's on the front of the deck, which I always feel like is lucky. And this is a very lucky card too, because it's alchemy and magic. So let me the unicorn saying that you have all the tools that you need already. And there's so much alchemy and magic around you. So use it, meaning use a law of attraction in the best way and take advantage of all of these gifts that are being given to you, or everything that you have, because it specifically looks to me in my third eye that your guides and like things are just lined up for you right now. So just go for it. Take a leap, do the thing. Like there's so much lined up for you right now, and you can really take advantage of this high manifestation phase. Hi, Mina, you got grounding. Swordall the Wood Nymph, how often are you grounding into new earth? So everyone should be grounding, not just grounding like go outside, walk barefoot in the grass, whatever. If it's cold where you are, you're obviously not going to do that, and that's okay. You can also ground by thinking about roots of light coming deep out of your feet, going deep into the ground. And let's not just ground a 3D. Let's go deep, deep. Imagine or state, if you have a hard time imagining, that there is a fifth dimensional grid of Gaia, of new earth, deep below our feet. So we're just going to connect our roots of light from our bodies to that grid, whether we say it, feel it, see it, know it, and do that every single day. And they're saying you really need to do that. That's going to help you so much, like have a smoother day, have a better day, all those things. Okay, I need just 1 second. I have a emergency text. Okay, there we go. Next. I was trying to ignore it, but had to answer. Okay, so New York, problem resolved. So this is what this means is that you have asked for something from your spirit guides. You've asked for some help, or you're working through a problem, and they want you to know that the problem is resolved. And what that means is that, per law of attraction, which this deck is all about the law of attraction. I had no idea. When the Fae brought it through, I was like, this is all manifestation. They're like, isn't that what cards are for? People are manifesting things and they want to know if they have them yet. And I was like, oh, that's such a good point. I never thought of it. So this Phoenix comes forward to say that your problem's already resolved. If you can use the law of attraction to bring it to you, then you can. And what does that mean? If you don't know about the law of attraction, please go get a Pam Grout or Mike Dooley book on tape or book on whatever, Audible or book or whatever, and listen to it, because when we think of things in the future, they are always in the future, because the only time that there truly is now. And you have to get into the feeling of what it feels now, and not have a feeling of longing or one day or anything like that, or you'll never have it. So you have to feel what it feels like now. If you were to have that thing that you're trying to manifest, or that problem is resolved, what does it feel like to have that problem resolved? That's the only thing standing in the way between you and the resolving of your problem. Hello, accelerationisms. You got adventure. No, they're going through. I have like hundreds here. So I'm trying to get through them all. I'm live in a bunch of places, as you can see below. So you got adventure, Khaki, the amethyst fairy, saying, your life is an adventure. We all signed up for this life to come here as a human during ascension, during this crazy time. And who here thinks it's not a crazy time to be alive, right? I mean, wow, it's crazy. This is not the 1950s, right? So, which, well, had its own craziness, but there's like a million crazy things now. It's like we can't even keep up with all the crazy, right? What are the drones in New Jersey? Like, what? WTF? Okay, so so we came here to do that. And that means that this life is just one life of millions. This is not our whole being. This is a part of our higher self. And we came, and you probably know this, but I'm just reiterating it for those who don't. And we came here for an adventure. And if we can see our life as an adventure, as things that crop up, not as something happening to us, but as something we need to solve, a mystery to solve, a problem to tackle, a way to get through, always looking at everything that happens to us as part of our path. It's something to teach us, not something to hurt us. We're not victims. We have put this in our path because it's so important for us to learn these things. So when bad things happen, we say, hey, what am I supposed to learn from this? What are my spirit guides trying to teach me so that I can figure it out and get past this like little blip in the road or huge blip, So see your life as an adventure and your whole life will change. Hi, Wendy. You got witnessed a miracle. So something is really brewing for you, something beautiful. The miracles unfolding all around you. If you can just start to look for it, you will experience it and it will be amazing. Hey, Gabrielle Rose, you got Abundance Windfall, great card, meaning abundance is all around you. It doesn't always have to be finances. It could be abundance of time, abundance of love, abundance of anything. Now, perhaps you want abundance of finances, and that's really what's showing on this card. So what you want to do is be grateful for everything that you do have. Truly stand in the gratefulness of it. Think of what you are trying to manifest as if you already have it, and feel that what would it feel like? What would it feel like to have that thing you want? And what is that feeling? Sit in that feeling a little bit more, because abundance is yours. It's coming your way. Perfect. Hi, Philosophy with Rish. Yeah, you got to stop and rest. They say you're kind of going too hard. Take a little time for yourself, a little self-care. Maybe take a nap, maybe call off work, maybe just, stop the mind chatter, do a meditation, even Netflix and chill, like this, which I heard people don't say anymore. Sorry, I'm old. But just do something for yourself. Take a break, stop and rest. Okay. All right, sweet Farish, you got time to move. It's time to move. So what does that mean? Does she need, or he or she need to move places? No. Move work? No. Move body. I think this is actually time to make a move. Time to make a move. Is that romantically? Only you know. But time to make a move on something that you have been thinking about. So it's like, I don't know if you want to start something, you want to do something, and you're wondering, could I do that right now? Then yes, absolutely. It's time to make a move. Time to make a move. They won't let me say anything else. I just keep opening my mouth to say something else, and they're like, time to make a move. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you so much. You got Be Uniquely You. I think this has to do with the holidays. When we go back to like our family or our friends from old, sometimes maybe you have like a Christmas party or something coming up, or Hanukkah or something, and we kind of fall back into these old patterns. People see us as we were 10 years ago, and it's really hard sometimes to really be yourself. But they're saying, really be yourself. Don't be afraid to say the things or be weird, and just, and really, really commit to being as unique as you are, because first of all, it's going to bring you the bestest of friends. It's going to bring you so much authentic conversations. It's okay to be super weird and to just be like, hey, that was a weird thing I just said. That's because I'm super weird. I just can't help it. Or I'm just awkward, whatever, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's just the way I am. We're all awkward and weird, and we all need to get used to it. This not social media is not like everyday life. We're going to say stupid stuff. We can't edit it and then post it. It's just going to be weird, and not everything is going to hit straight out of the park, and that's okay. I don't know where my spirit guides come up with all these metaphors. Hit it out of the park. As if I play baseball. Okay, Alicia, you get 10 to your garden. Hawatha the garden fairy is saying that there's something really important to you that you forgot. Either something about work that you forgot to do, that they're trying to remind you, they're giving you signs right now, or it's a friend of yours or someone you love needs your attention or something you forgot. So they're going to tell you what it is. Ask the Fae to tell you, and they will. Okay? I'm glad you're healing. Very good. I love the way you say that. I feel like we've talked about that before in a live. Hi, Catherine. Okay, everyone post if you want a card. Post again. Okay, specialist support. Catherine, you have a problem that you need a specialist for. And since you are, one of my clients for my big signature program, that's possibly me that you need help from. So you have a problem that you need help with, and you need someone to help you. So either I would just say reach out to me, or maybe there's someone you need to trade with, or there's some sort of it's a spiritual problem. I get 100%. It's a spiritual problem. So is there something that you're feeling about the things that we're doing together right now? The tag team stuff that you have a feeling about that you haven't voiced. I kind of feel like that might be it. So send me a message. Let's talk about it and see if I can help. Okay. Hi, Pamela. Nice to see you. You got trust your intuition. Whirly the narwhal. This is a straight message from your guides. As your gifts are coming online, it is time to truly trust what is being presented to you as signs, because they are for you, for no one else. You are the one who can interpret them. They mean something to you. These signs that we give you are not the same signs other people get from their guides. Therefore, whatever you feel the sign is what it is. You do not need an outside source to tell you what the signs are that you are receiving. That's a very strong message, Pamela. I think you're very connected to the Fae. That was a Fae message I think it's from this narwhal, actually. Was it? I'm not sure. It was from one of your Fae guides, I think. So, I don't know. Trust your intuition. But sounds like you've got a lot there from your spirit guides. You're feeling good, so I don't know. Let me think a minute for you, Catherine, the specialist support. Maybe it's not about, I didn't ask my pendulum. Is it about, okay, it might be something that comes up. It might not be about feeling. It might be something technical. It might be a technical question or technical problem, or maybe it hasn't happened yet. So perhaps this week you might run into a technical problem with what we're doing, and then you need help on that or something. So just keep a thought out for whatever that is. Okay. Hi, Christine. I can't see Marias. You got received with grace. This was the card we talked about at the beginning. This card's all about the universe can't give you anything if you're in a no receiving mode. So if someone's like, Christine, I'm paying for your lunch today. And you're like, oh my gosh, no, I am absolutely paying for lunch. You can't do that. And you're fighting over the credit card. You're literally telling the universe, I don't want anything. Don't give me anything. And they will cut off all abundance and gifts and manifestation. So if someone offers you something that's, not of course, obviously not tied to anything gross, but it's just regular, buying you coffee, lunch, giving you a gift, whatever. You didn't get them one. That's okay. Just accept it as something from the universe. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised you bought me this gift. That is really sweet of you. I wish I had one for you. Thank you so much. Just learn to say thank you. Thank you, universe. Sure, I'll take that, pay it forward. It doesn't mean you have to do it next. It's a lot of times we think tit for tat. It's because I've gotten this thing for you bought me this, I have to buy you something. It's not always about that. Sometimes people just like to buy things for other people, Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, Regina, look at the time. I'm talking too slow, maybe. You got Flo, Earthly, the Lava Mermaid. Um, Telling you that look for what's in flow and what is not. What that means is like things that are easy to accomplish that seem to like, it's like, I just feel like doing this thing, although I'm supposed to be doing this thing. It's like this thing doesn't feel like it's in the flow. I just can't get myself to do it, but this thing is easy. I feel like I could just do this all day. That's in the flow and this is not. And when you work on the thing that's in the flow, then that will help loosen up whatever's not. So they're saying, look for the flow in your life, stay in that flow, and that per law of attraction will bring you more flow, right? Elizabeth Warner, you got music for manifesting. Miley the Leprechaun, saying that use music for to bring your vibe up, and then use that when your vibe is high to start manifesting by thinking about things that you want and thinking what it feels like to have them already, which we talked about earlier. Okay, and that will help. What's this, Catherine? Oh, you're looking for a specialist for your dad. And in that case, if I got such a strong message that you need a spiritual specialist support, then you might need an insight on that. That's what that means. You may need an insight on what you're looking for. So you might want to, you could do your own insight with your higher self, or you could, trade with someone or something, or get a session, little mini session, something to figure out that specialist support. That's what I think. And even your timestamp's 1144, which is my angel number that I see all the time. So that's interesting. Lori, you got finish what you started. There was something you started that you didn't finish. This is not about like, oh my gosh, Lori, you didn't finish it, and your guides are yelling at you. It's like, hey, there's something important about that thing you didn't finish. And you might not actually be finishing it, but if you go through the motions of looking through it as if you're going to finish it, you're going to discover a real gem in there. So it's something that you sort of discarded, and you might look at it and decide you're going to redo this, do it a totally different way. You might inspire something from you, or you might find a piece of it that you're like, I'm going to use this piece and do that. So there's something about that. Okay. Jolie James, you got love's coming to you in many ways. This feels like familial love, like maybe children, grandchildren, pets, cousins, nieces, some babies, like or people coming to visit for holidays, or people just sending you love, sending you cards. Maybe it's your birthday. Like there's just feel a lot of love coming to you. Like, and so all that, be very accepting of it and grateful. Make sure you give a little grateful, like, oh, I'm so grateful that that happened, that so-and-so reached out to me, that I felt the love from so-and-so, and all that grateful will bring you a lot of manifesting. That's what I get about that. And then Christine, oh, I got you already. Great. Jessica, you got self-employment, time, Jessica Ramirez Polister. Time for more self-employment. You have the keys to add to your self-employment or to start, but it feels like to add to your self-employment. But maybe it's time to start. If not, if you haven't started, then you definitely need to. Candace Duran, hey, Candy. You got divine chance. Oh, divine chance. I didn't mean to say that. Just popped out. Is that the reading? Okay, so divine change is coming to you, and you are being given a great chance to completely change your life. That's what they're saying, and they want you to. So I don't know if this has to do with like diving into the tag, membership lives and all that, and learning about yourself, and eventually like, coming to do some channeling classes. I hope you're coming on Sunday for my abundance class, abundance guide channeling. We're going to meet an abundance guide and channel them on Friday. It's a $55 class for those not in tag. And I would love to have you guys, anybody who wants a beginner or wants to come, it's on Sunday. So divine chance is being given to you for a divine change. That's what I get. So that's pretty cool. And everybody, I am doing a live next. That's tips on giving and getting a great reading, how to spot a scammer and a false light reader, how to find a legit reader. All of this will be in my next live, which is just about 30 minutes long. And I'll start right on the hour. Okay, Julie, did I read you? Julie Briers? I'm not sure I did. I meant to. Let's see. You got caution. Something's not what it seems. This is a Balboan. He's kind of like a Sasquatch. Viscott. And there's something that's not what it seems. Okay, so it is Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is when you will look at a contract to make sure that there's nothing hidden in it or anything that needs to be changed, but you won't sign it until it's over. If you do need to sign it, then you'll need to like make some sort of statement to the universe, like, you know, like it's perfectly good and safe for me to sign this, and this, it's all perfect timing right this moment. But you know, or something like that, and rise above Mercury retrograde, which I do all the time. And astrological stuff doesn't need to affect us. Not even a 12/12 portal needs to affect us, you know? So they're just saying, you know, be careful. I don't know if you're signing something or what, but there's something about just to be really aware. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful, Lori. Okay, please finish that. I totally want to hear it. Oh, look at that. You got chills when I told Candace about our divine chance to change her life. How neat. Jessica says, I wouldn't know where to start with self-employment. It's super intriguing. The best place to start with self-employment is just, what do you love to do more than anything? What do people love to do with you? Do your friends ask your advice? You know, yeah. If you need some help on that, of course, you know, I help people find their path in this world. And that's just regular reading and healing from me anytime, or mini session. I'd love to help. All right, everybody, it's getting late. And as you can see, I have a live next on the hour, how to get a great reading, how to give a reading. I was just telling you guys that. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the well, actually, no, I'm going to read Elizabeth Warner first, they say, and then I'm going to do a group card. Elizabeth, you got gratitude, bury the wolf. I've already touched on the subject 100,000 times today, but if you are going to sit in the feeling of gratitude, you're going to receive more things to be grateful for. Everything that's within is Xeroxed on the outside, okay? Everything is just copied. The universe just copies your feelings. So that's why, you know, when bad things happen forever and ever. I think good things happen, you're just in a really good groove, right? So you want to find some things to be grateful for, and that will help you a lot. Okay, they wanted me to read you real quick. Okay, so now let's do a group healing and a group, I have a little sticker for this. Where is it? Group card and healing somewhere. Group card and healing. Here we go. Okay, everybody. Here we go. Healer. So usually when I pull this card for other people, it's about being a healer. Either it's about you're a healer and now you need to tell the world, hence the bird there, or did you know that you're a healer? Now I think it's really important, if I pull this for everyone, that we notice the Fae circle around this tree, right? This is actually supposed to be my tree outside, and this is the tree spirit ball inside of it. So I'm just going to channel Bon and see what she has to say to you and bring her healing about being a healer forward. Okay. There's a healer inside all of you, and whether the healing is meant for you to heal others or heal yourself, you are still called on this spiritual path for healing of the emotional body in this life. And so, what are you actively doing to heal yourself? What are you actively doing to bring yourself to a higher vibration and a better path for you? You should be always working on yourself in some small way, or asking the universe to help you in many ways to bring healing to yourself. Always improving, always moving through this life, learning lessons and walking forward with light. I give you a healing now to help you see where you can improve in this self-healing, where you can improve in healing others. And as I give you this healing, just breathe deeply and know that a sign will come to you in the next 20 hours. That was a sweet message from Bon. I loved it. It's true. We're always healing ourselves and doing better and, all of that stuff. Hi, Lynn. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. I will be live next in what I call live in 5D. I usually also put these in my podcast, which is 5D Channels and Chats with Rachel Chamness. It's everywhere, or you can find it on my website, soundwavesheal.com. I would love for you to listen to my podcast. I think you would really love it. And a lot of times I record them in these live in 5D. So next, that's what I'm doing. I'm talking about how to get or give a great reading. So just a few tips on giving a reading if you're already a reader. And at the end, I'll be giving tips if you're a beginner and you want to start giving readings. But how to get a really good reading, like what to expect, that sort of thing. And also how to spot a scammer or false light reader and how to find a really good reader. So that's what I'll be talking about next. And I hope to see you there. If you're not on Sound Waves Heal on YouTube or Facebook, then you'll want to switch over to that now. And if you're in my 5D channels, if you're in my 5D Daily Facebook group, I'll also be live there, of course. I'd love to see you there. I do prioritize some questions from the group. So I hope to see you there. And thank you all so much. Thank you, Rish. I feel water spirits in the energy of the sounds. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. I'll see you next week at the same time. And hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful 12/12. Just accept all this beautiful energy being poured through the cosmos to build your light body. That's what happens in some of these big portals. And 12/12 is always full of beautiful Christ light. So let's get it. Okay, see you next time, or see you in 4 minutes. Bye.